Damn it, I've done it again. Oh no. I need to go to bed. It's literally this easy to add in the shelves. I just get excited. Come close. It is basically done. Oh yeah. Do as I say, not as I do. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Hey beautiful people, welcome back to This Girl's Insights. On this channel you can find vlogs and sit down conversations about faith and lifestyle. In each of my videos I share my insights, my journey, my life with you. And even though this does look like a sit down conversation because I am sitting down, this is not a sit down conversation. This is a DIY furniture assembly whole situation vlog. And y'all, do you know I am tired. Let's just start with this. It is currently, well, it's not nighttime, but it's the evening time. I have literally been working all day. I am so tired. All I want to do is sleep. But I am also really annoyed of living with this, y'all. TV stand, it's still so pretty. Anyways, y'all, I was meant to assemble this IKEA Billy. It's an IKEA Billy Oxberg, I think. So it's the cabinet is Billy, and then the Oxberg is the doors. And y'all, I have plans for this bit of furniture. The first step is going to be to assemble it, which I'm going to do today. And then the second step is going to be to convert it to something else. Because I will let you guys guess. So guess in the comment section where you think this bookcase is going to go in my flat and what you think it's going to be. Anyways, what was I trying to say? Yeah, sorry, wow, I need to stop yawning. I am so tired. Oh, is that what I was saying? I'm so tired and I actually really want to take a nap. But I was meant to assemble this yesterday and then I was like, oh, I'm going to take a nap after work. And I woke up at 11:30 p.m. at night. So we're just going to push through. We're just going to get this done. Also, I'm pretty sure it is a bad idea. Like, y'all do as I say, not as I do, because I'm pretty sure it's a bad idea to have a heavy piece of furniture that I can't move blocking my door. Like, I'm pretty sure that's a fire hazard, so don't do that. Anyone that's watching this, that is a bad idea. We're gonna put this together, and I'm hoping it doesn't take too long. I already have two Billies, actually. I feel like Billy is like the most popular book stand that there is. So it's an IKEA book stand. So I've already got two Billies for my last flat, and I didn't record putting them together. I was gonna say, I don't think it was that hard. I think I did it pretty quickly, but I also know I made mistakes. And I've been meaning to fix the mistake I made on my initial Billy bookcase for ages. So hopefully we're gonna put this Billy together. It's all gonna be perfect. It's gonna be wonderful. And then I'm also gonna show you how to fix an issue I have with my other Billy bookcase. So there is the issue right there. So as you can see, it should look something like this. But then on two of the sections, I got distracted when I was hammering. And I hammered it the wrong way around so that it's exposed wood. So I want to try and fix that as well. If you've seen any of my other IKEA videos, you know that my first step is taking everything out of the box, organizing it, just so I can easily grab stuff once I'm reading the instruction manual. So organization is key. On that note, actually, I should probably mention, if you're new to this channel, if you have never seen any of my videos before, welcome. If you've been here and you're part of the family, welcome back. It is so nice to have you all here. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please also like this video to support. And remember, the comment section is how we become friends. So, leave a comment below. Okay, so let me get started. Now, I guess the first question is, do I take the stuff out of the box first, or do I clear the space where the bookshelf will be going? Let's clear the space, y'all. Though the funny thing is, as I say this, I actually have no idea where I'm going to end up putting all of this stuff long term. But then I need that space for the bookshelf. And I'm back with the floor wipes. I literally don't think I've ever done, at least in this flat, because I don't have carpets, I don't think I've ever done any furniture assembly without some floor wipes. They're just so useful and they're like 50p a pack, y'all. And it's just like when you just want to clean a bit, like a small section. So right now I'm mainly cleaning this bit because once the bookshelf is put together, it's going to be difficult for me to carry it by myself. So I want to try and build it into this space. So I want to make sure the space is clean and ready to go for the bookshelf to go in. I keep on yo-yoing between bookshelf and bookcase. I don't know what I normally say. I feel like I say bookshelf, but I keep going to say bookcase. I don't know, y'all. But yeah, we're going to wipe this floor real quick. Floor wipes are truly the business. Now that the space is ready, it's time to take everything out of the box. Oh! Now this Billy is slightly different to my other Billy. So my other Billy is, I can't remember how wide it is, but I think this is double the, so same length, so 200 and something centimeters, 202 centimeters, tall, but then it's double the width, so it's wider than my other Billy bookcases. So I think it's both of my Billy bookcases put together. I'm assuming the assembly will be pretty similar, up to the point where I had to attach the doors on. I bought the Oxberg doors. They're different options that you can see on IKEA. Why can't I open this? But yeah, we start by taking everything out the box. I am so excited. Okay, this is a side. It's a very long piece actually. I might need a bit more space. Push this back. Okay. But yeah, y'all, I feel like whenever I have to start an assembly, beforehand I'm like, oh, I'm so tired, and then by the time I get started, I just get excited thinking I'm about to have a new piece of furniture. And I have been thinking about this piece of furniture for a while because I wanted to do something different, and this is technically a compromise, but I will tell you all about that later on. Okay, this is the other side. The other thing is it's also a free workout. So like I literally did not do any exercise today because I knew this was going to happen, and I knew that I was going to be feeling it tomorrow. That's the thing about the Billy, that like you don't have too many moving pieces. You have the sides, you have the back, you have the shelf. It's literally that simple. Okay, these are more shelves, I believe. Yep. Okay. This is the back piece. Where's the rest of the shelves? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's around the other end. Instruction manual and the rest of the shelf. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned you guys, if you're based in the UK and you're shopping from IKEA and you're trying to save on delivery, it might be worth either shopping online and then doing click and collect into the store. And when you go into the store, right next to the click and collect, you normally have like a TaskRabbit stand. Now it's called TaskRabbit, but I think it's a different company that actually does the delivery. I think the company that did the delivery was Shift, but it's almost like you book it through TaskRabbit. I'm not sure how it works. I'm not sure who owns it, but basically they do the cheaper delivery than the IKEA delivery prices. So for when I got this delivered alongside with the TV stand, I think the delivery was going to be like 40 pounds, but they did it for like maybe 24 pounds, 28 pounds. Like it's only a few quid. It depends on if you think it's worth the effort. I think for me, I ended up doing it because my order was like 100 and something pounds, and then if I paid £40 delivery, it would have been like I spent 200 quid or something. So I decided to just go for the cheaper delivery option, so I could feel like I spent less than £200, if that makes sense. I love how simple the Billy can be, but also I need to stay focused because the last time I thought it was simple, I made a mistake. So I'm just checking the pieces against what they say should be in the manual. So now when I start, I already know I have everything, and I don't have to be worried about if there's anything missing from the instructions. So I'm good to go. Now I'm also going to do the same thing for the doors as well. This is so nice and simple. It's literally just the door hinges, door handle, and I assume some screws for the hinges as well. By the way, you will never guess what I am drinking. Not that I don't like it, I just don't normally go for it. It's not a hot chocolate, and it is not a tea. I guess that just leaves coffee. I am drinking coffee, but I am drinking black coffee. Let's just say my clothes have been a bit snug, so I just want to drop a couple kg so I don't have to shop for a whole new wardrobe. Let's just say that. Okay, y'all, so this is everything laid out. So in the main box, in the Billy, we have got the two sides, the back of it. You've then got the base, middle, and top of the bookshelf, and then you've got the 4 shelves. And then I think obviously there's this bit of wood, and then all the tools over there. And then for my Oxburg doors, you've got the 2 doors, and then you have the hinges, the door handle, some screws, so nothing too much, and then something to secure it to the wall if you choose to do so, I think. Actually, I'm not sure what that's for. So it looks like we're starting off with the 3 pieces that make up the top of the bookcase, the bottom of the bookcase, and the middle shelf. Though before I do that, where is my phone? Because I want to put on an audiobook or something. And y'all know, like, I like to have some type of entertainment, some kind of background noise while I'm doing some DIY. So let us try and get the Audible on. I am just looking for something new in Audible originals that I haven't listened to before. So I'm not sure what I'm in the mood for. That's the question. Well, this looks interesting. It sounds like it could be a comedy. It's fiction, but I don't know if it's a comedy. Oh, someone's commented says it's funny. Okay, y'all. I'm going to listen to The Temp on Audible Originals. So by the way, y'all, if you haven't tried Audible Originals, and I know I've said this time and time again, but if you haven't tried Audible, I would definitely recommend it. And check out the link in my description box if you want a free trial, so you can get 1 month free and a free book and access to the free Audible Originals, which are so good. Okay, this has 6 episodes, so let's see. Add this to my library. What was it called again? Where is it? Oh, there we go, The Temp. Okay, it looks like it's going to be funny. Apparently it's about a guy that he's trying to get a job, so he's doing loads of different temp jobs, but then the jobs don't match the job description. And it's like 26 and 30-minute episodes if you don't want to listen to the whole series in one go. Let's see how far I get into while I'm doing this. But yeah, y'all, if y'all want to check out Audible, there is a free trial in the description box below. Episode 1, The Chauffeur. Download and play.
Hello. honest. Just a quick one. I've had a job come in. Fantastic opportunity. Well,
just a quick pause. Also, the thing I love about Audible is the fact that it's not a book. It's not like a book read out loud. It's like a book acted out. If it gets dramatized, it's so good. Anyways, y'all. Yeah, I'm excited about this, especially because it's English, and I feel like that's going to be... It's a certain type of comedy, like British comedy. So yeah, back to the book.
You sure? Just because the last fantastic opportunity you had for me, well, I ended up chained to a wall of someone's torture dungeon.
We got you out before anything too traumatising happened.
I suppose I could get out of it.
Great stuff. Okay, leave it with me.
So to start off with, you want to take the 3 pieces. So it's like they explain it in the manual, but it's the top, the middle, and then the bottom piece. And you just want to put the wooden dowels in the outer holes on those 3 pieces. So literally as I'm showing you right now on the screen. And that's the first step, nice and easy. Once you've done all 3, you also want to take the last 4 wooden dowels and you want to put them into each side hole on this long piece here. I feel like this is going to be the bit that goes just at the base of the bookcase, but we shall find out. Okay, and that is step 1 done. You should have this piece with 4 wooden dowels coming out of it, and then 3 of these pieces with also 4 wooden dowels coming out the outer part of it as well. Step 2 is now going to the long pieces, and then we're going to work with the side of the bookshelves.
Let me take a moment to apologize for the way that I've been. Now I realize that you're my morning star. You're my everything. All of the worries and fears don't matter as long as I got
This piece.
anxiety, fear, doubt don't matter as long as
So you want to make sure this white bit is facing forward, and then the side where the wood is exposed, it's towards the back, and you know it's the back because it's also where this line is, where the back will be slotted in. You want to make sure the exposed wood is next to this line, and the covered presentable MDF wood is actually towards the front. And you want to do that with all of the pieces as well. So now let's attach the middle on. So I noticed that I was using the wrong side piece, because what you want is you want these exposed holes to be facing the bottom. So I'm just switching them around to this side. But even with the switch, I'm still making sure that the exposed side is right next to the line, so it's at the back. And then the covered side is in front. And then in addition to that, so that it matches up with the picture in the manual, I'm also making sure that these holes are facing towards the bottom as well, so that when I add on the screws, it's not exposed. Obvious. I'm gonna add those in now, and that's what I mean by you don't want to be able to see those, so that's why it's facing towards the bottom. Okay, so now it's time to do the top of the bookshelf. So you know how we've been inserting it? Can you believe this? After all of my talking. Yo, I was actually gonna cut this out, but I couldn't because the confusion on my face. Like, how did I do this? Damn it, I've done it again. What I did last time was I put the exposed side on the wrong way. How have I done it again? I can't believe after all the drama about making sure that the exposed side is towards the back, I've somehow managed to do it again. But I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna have to take this apart because for this to work, there must be 2 pieces that are the exact same and 1 piece that is almost on the alternate side. So there must be 2 pieces with the... Oof, yo, let me play around with this, and I won't screw anything down until I make sure it's all facing the right direction.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and I know I'll soar on wings like eagles if I wait on you.
Okay, y'all, so I finally figured it out, and what I would say is when you get to this stage where you're arranging the bottom, top, and middle shelf, take your time with it, because this is where I rushed last time and I made a mistake. So let me show you how it's supposed to look, and we'll start from the bottom. So basically the bottom part is basically where you can see this curve right here. So where you have this curve, that's the curve for you to be able to push it up against the wall. And then you also have this at the bottom as well. At the bottom part, you basically want to make sure the four holes are facing towards the bottom of the bookshelf, so facing towards you. And then similarly, you want to do the same thing with the middle side where the 4 holes are facing towards you as well. And both times you want to make sure that the exposed side is towards the back of the bookshelf, and then the covered side, so the pretty covered wood, Why have I chipped that? I don't even know. But you want to make sure the pretty covered wood is towards the front of the bookshelf. And then when you get to the top one, you want to make sure that the 4 holes are actually facing away from you. So you want to make sure that the 4 holes are facing towards the top of the bookshelf. And as is usual, you want to make sure that the pretty side of the wood is actually what's being shown at the front, and the exposed side of the wood is what's being shown at the back. So it's actually not that complicated when you get your head around it. But yeah, just follow the instructions, play around with it, and make sure you get it right before you start nailing anything down. Because when you've nailed on the back of it, it is a lot more complicated to start changing things around. I know, believe me. Okay, so that has taken a lot longer than I planned. So I guess the next step is now to attach the other side of the bookshelf to this frame that we're putting together. And from this point on, it kind of goes back to being simple. So as you can see, I'm putting this side on, and then I'm just going to secure those by screwing that back in as well. So on each of the levels, so the bottom, the middle, and the top. And once that's done, we can now start thinking of sorting out the back of the bookshelf. You want the white bit facing into the cupboard, and then the brown bit facing outwards. So I've tried to make sure there's enough space behind me to be able to stretch it out. Open up. So white bit in, brown way up. Okay. Okay, so at this stage, what we're going to do is you're going to put 6 nails all across. So you're going to secure the back to the bookcase. So for the middle, for the top, and for the bottom as well, what you're going to do is you're going to have 6 nails running across here. Now the back of this is split into 3 different sections. So you're going to have 2 nails in each section, kind of like this. So you're going to have 2, 2, 2, and you're going to do that for the middle, for the top, and for the bottom as well. Now I'm going to lift this upright because I don't want to hammer on the floor because I have like a neighbor downstairs. But yeah, let's do this. This was because I've already secured some nails in there to hold it in place even if it is upright. In your case, if you happen to be putting together this bookcase, you can hammer in whatever way that makes the most sense. But it's literally just nails in a bookcase sorted. Okay guys, so once you finish hammering, you should have a frame that looks something like this. Now the next thing to do from your point of view would be to basically use these tools, use these as well as these screws to secure the frame onto the wall. So you want to put the frame in the position it's going to be in long term, and then you want to secure it to the wall. Now I'm not going to be doing that because I hate having to fill holes back in when I move out. Let me just say this, if in case you've not seen any of my assembly videos, come close. This is definitely a do as I say, not as I do. So I would advise you to secure your furniture to the wall, especially if you have kids, if you have pets, if you have something that could bump into the furniture and make it fall. Because I live by myself, because generally I don't wobble around my furniture, and also because I am renting and I don't like to drill holes, I don't tend to secure it to the wall. But if you happen to be following along and actually assembling your own Billy bookshelf, secure it to the wall. That's my advice. Especially if you've got kids or you've got a pet or you live in a place where you get earthquakes. You know what I mean. Just better safe than sorry. So yeah, do as I say, not as I do. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in place and I'm going to add the shelves in. And then we're not letting it down. Then we need to add on the doors, but I'm hungry, so I might stop for food. But yeah, let's do this first. I'm just lifting because I don't want to drag it across my floor. But yeah, this then. I'm just going to push it back against the wall. Perfect. So to set the shelves, you're just going to take these little pieces and you're going to stick them in the holes on the side of the bookcase, and you just want them to line up. Now at this stage, I'm just really putting it in there for the sake of putting it in there. I will move it around properly once I know what I want to do. The trick is to count and then make sure it is aligned on the other side. Now that you've got the hooks in place, what you then want to do is you want to grab these pieces, so the 4 shelf pieces, and what you want to do is you want to attach these onto the hooks using these holes at the back. So you want to put it this way down, if that makes sense. Now again, as we said already, you want the exposed MDF wood to be hidden, and then you want the nice smooth covered bit to be shown on the outside. So it's this way down, and then with the covered bit showing on the outside. And all you have to do, you literally just have to slot it in, and then it's in place. And if you ever want to change the height of your bookshelves or the way it's set up, all you do is you move these around to different holes. And a Billy bookcase, literally, like I have had my current one for I don't even know how many years. It's been a few years, and it's still doing pretty well. But yeah, it's literally this easy to add in the shelves. Oh yeah. Okay, and there it is. So that doesn't look level. That isn't level. Hold on, let me fix that. So it's literally this easy to fix. I think that is now. I think that is. That's not straight, but yeah, yo, it is literally that simple. So if you're assembling a Billy bookcase without any doors, at this stage you will be done because your bookcase is basically put together. Now because I am attaching doors, there are a few more steps to go, but I'm actually going to stop and quickly have some food because I am hungry, and then we shall attach the doors. So yo, luckily I already have some jambalaya cooked from a Simply Cook recipe I tried recently. So I'm just gonna have this and chill for a second. Sit on the sofa. And yes, I'm recycling my ice cream container to store food. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yo, the tiredness is real. But I'm just going to quickly eat and then we're going to attach on the doors. But yo, this jambalaya is so good. I've got a napkin because the plate I left in the microwave for too long. But yeah, yo, I wish I made like more. I wish I made more because like with Simply Cook, you get the option to make like either 2 portions or 4 portions. And I kind of made like a halfway in between. I wish I'd made like 6 portions. But yeah. I think next time I'm going to try the recipe with like brown rice. But I did add in all the extras. So I added in chicken, some prawns, chorizo, all of the veg. So good. By the way, sorry, I got excited and there was food in my mouth. But what I was going to say is, by the way, The Temp. It's actually a pretty good book. By The Temp, I mean like the audiobook I'm listening to. I'm currently on episode 4. It's almost like it's not like a laugh out loud funny. There are a few laugh out loud moments, but it's just like amusing. It's a bit like if you've ever seen Some Mothers Do Have Them, or actually maybe Mr. Bean is more popular. The main character is kind of like that, just I don't even know what the word for him is, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, so y'all check it out if you have Audible. Check out The Temp. It should be free with your Audible membership because it's one of the Audible originals that's free. So yeah, check it out. If you don't have Audible, I mentioned the free trial earlier on. And also, if you've never tried Simply Cook, I would advise you to try out the recipes. There's an offer in the description box. I just want to relax. This is so good. This is just one of those meals that just gets better. Like the longer, like I feel like, you know when you microwave something and it tastes better, like the next day, this is one of them ones.
Stealing, Warren? Really? That's pretty low.
Money's been getting a bit tight. I've had to move into a houseboat. Well, I'll say that. I'm sleeping in a canoe.
Well, look, I may have good news on the job front.
Oh, great. I don't sound too picky, but I would like something that's safe this time.
So I have had seconds and then I've been chilling on here. And I'm not really bothered to stand up and put on the doors. Let alone fix my old Billy. But I kind of want to just get this done as well. Oh yeah. Okay, Joy, let me just do it. It's literally not going to take that long. Well, I hope it's not going to take that long. Because I just have to put on the hinges, don't I? Okay. We're going to do this, guys. Okay, first I need to figure out which door goes on which side. And basically this needs to be next to the hinges. So I need to flick this inside. Would go on this side. So you want the arrow facing forward and then into the V. I'm gonna do it with the bottom 2 holes. Okay guys, it is officially done. Well, kind of. I have added on both the doors. I've got the shelves. Guess below, guess in the comment section what I'm going to be turning this into. Think about where it's placed. The one thing I didn't do actually, and this is slightly odd. I don't know if anyone that has Augsburg doors, is that what they're called? Yeah. I don't know if you had the same issue. But then basically I'll show you. Basically, you've got this hole here where you're meant to put in a screw and then attach the handle to the other side, but the hole isn't all the way through, which is slightly weird. Now, I was actually going to drill through it, and then I changed my mind because I decided, actually, for what I'm going to be using it for, it works best without like being able to open it this way. Now down the line, I might also put handles on there, but then I feel like I won't be using the handles that came. So I didn't see the point of like drilling a hole in there and then find out that I'm not going to use it. But yo, it is basically done. So here's what it's looking like with the doors. And then you've kind of got the shelves as you go up as well. And then if you open up the cupboards, that's what that's looking like as well. There you go. So yo, this is done. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm going to be happier. Watch this space. Once I do my whatever I'm going to do with it. And actually, while I'm still in this headspace, I'm going to show you. I'm actually going to fix my other Billy book stand, bookshelf, whatever I'm calling it, bookcase. I've called it so many things. If you've made that same mistake where you have connected your Billy bookcase the wrong way around so that the exposed wood is exposed instead of the covered section, I'm going to show you how to fix it. And all you need is something called edging tape, which you can get for like literally like £2.50, £3 from like a hardware store, like Wickes, B&Q, anywhere really. Okay, so this is what edging tape looks like. So as you can see, it's just like a white strip. The whole purpose of edging tape is to cover it so that it then looks neat like the other ones. Does that make sense? Now edging tape is pretty simple to use as far as I know. I've kind of used it once before and it wasn't really a perfect job. But that was like my first time, so hopefully this time it's better. And all you want to do is you basically want to cut the size that you need, and then you're going to apply heat. Like you literally just use an iron to melt the glue. So there's glue on this side. Use an iron to melt the glue, and it should stick. So after you do that, you then need to file it or just knead it up. Now I don't think I'm going to have the time or the energy to do that tonight, but let's just get this bit done. By the way, my edging tape is literally this one from Wickes. So again, if you're using a Billy bookcase, this size should be fine. So that's 22 by 2.5. If you have a different project, they do come in different sizes, so just double check if they have your sizes. So in the meantime, I've plugged in the iron, so it's heating up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just think about how much edging tape I need. So can you see how much better that looks already? If your iron is dirty, you want to kind of use something to cover that up. So like, I've heard some people use brown paper. I don't know how that works. My iron is dirty, but then it does have a clean section, so I'm just going to focus on the clean section for now. No, I didn't get it to the corner properly. Okay, 1 second. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And that is literally stuck on. It is literally that simple. You still need to knead it up. So like there's edges hanging off and stuff, but I'm just going to cut off the edge, lock the blade, and then you're just going to get into the corner there. Okay, yo. It's literally that simple. So this is actually about 1 millimeter bigger than what I need it to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand it down, but I'm way too tired to do that right now. I just wanted to get it on there, and it's just like, it's not the exact same texture as the rest of them, but then from looking you can't tell that it's different. Okay, y'all, tiredness is real. I need to go to bed. But yeah, y'all, I really hope you have truly enjoyed this vlog. The assembly is actually really quite simple. The part that's actually a bit like, the part that actually took me the longest, and maybe it took me the longest because obviously I was aware of it because I made a mistake. I just really put a lot of time into making sure that I had the top, the bottom, and the middle of the bookcase facing the right way around, so I didn't have exposed MDF. So that's probably the bit that took the longest. But with regards to actually just doing the steps, it's pretty quick, especially if you're just doing the Billy bookcase. If you are doing the doors, the instructions for the doors are slightly different. So the instructions for the doors aren't set up specifically for this size of the bookcase. So I think the Oxburg doors are made for, I don't know what they are, but the instructions are slightly different. But yeah, one more assembly done. I feel like I have assembled all the furniture I have bought. There are 3 more bits of furniture that I need to buy. Once those are done, obviously I'm going to assemble them, and then I'm just going to be focused on like decor. And also, as you can see, like there's some decor stuff and there's a theme as you go through the flat as well. And I've done quite a bit of stuff in the kitchen as well. But then once I've got all the furniture, I feel like it would just be trying to finalize what exactly do I want to use to decorate and tie in the whole space. So yeah, y'all, I hope you've enjoyed this. I have enjoyed this, so I hope you've enjoyed watching. I hope it's been useful. I hope you like it. I feel like my flat is coming together. I feel like the vision is coming together. I will definitely be coming out with more DIY, especially the follow-up to this, because I want to show you guys what I've decided to do with this, because as much as it's a bookshelf or a bookcase, or whatever I'm calling it, I'm not going to be using this for books. So yeah, watch this space for more DIY and decor vlogs. As is usual, there will be those There'll still be the cooking vlogs every so often, sit down conversations, just all of the good stuff, the cleaning vlogs, just, you know, me sharing my life with you as is usual. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, join the family. Please also like this video, give it a thumbs up, and remember the comment section is how we become friends, so leave a comment below. Ooh. And if you're really into like furniture assembly videos, you can check out my last furniture assembly video, which was actually an IKEA one as well, actually. So it was my TV stand, the IKEA Copang. Was it a Copang? It's a dresser that I'm using as a TV stand. Probably seen it in the background of this vlog. But what I'll do is I'll leave a preview to that vlog, and then you can click through and watch. I hope you all have enjoyed this vlog. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you as always. And on that note, I'm just going to say God bless you, Jesus loves you, and may the Spirit of God be with you. Bye guys. Copang, the quickest IKEA assembly I've ever done. Oh, found a cassette. Before, guess who made a mistake? And now it is looking like this. I'm so happy. I have a new TV stand. Oh yeah.